Hi guys, it is evening. Sun is sitting pretty low in the sky, so we'll shoot a short little bonus video. You know, every time I say a short bonus video, half an hour later I'm still recording, so I should stop saying short bonus video. Here's a bonus video. We are still on Trans-Canada Highway. I think very close to Alberta border. So we're in Saskatchewan and pretty darn close to the Alberta border if I remember correctly. I haven't looked at the map or GPS in a bit, so pretty sure we're close to the US border. Where'd that come from? To the Alberta border. We're in rolling hills, Saskatchewan. You come over these hills and you can just see forever. I know I said that earlier. Maybe I said that yesterday. But it looks like it's a beautiful sunset. And the windshield is clean. It's just little, there's so many little stone chips in this windshield. Tiny little, it's like sandpaper. Look at that view. Absolutely beautiful. So we are running empty all the way from Beausevain, Manitoba to Creston, BC, empty. I'm getting paid 50 cents a mile empty, so I'm okay with it. It'd be nicer having a full load, make a little more money, but I'm sure there's many things in the office that go into that decision of running empty. Many reasons why. But we're going to enjoy beautiful scenery. Jess is taking care of her own garbage. She gave me some garbage and I threw it in her seat, and now she discovered it. She was back in the bunk. I didn't throw in the garbage, I'm sorry. I thought it was funny. Looks like there's lots of tracks in these ditches. Good thing about hitting a ditch over here, most of the time you can drive out yourself with the lack of snow. In BC, when you hit the ditch, you seem to roll over. Funny that. I think we're back into the Cypress Hills again, so we gotta be really close to the Alberta border. Taking photos for Instagram? Taking photos anyway. Yeah, it's definitely beautiful in the winter over here. Just a light coating of snow, a lot more snow than in Manitoba. At least they've got a couple inches here. Nothing like we have in BC, but at least they've got a couple inches here. It's been pretty much a clear day. First thing in the morning, there was that little bit of snow. And that blowing snow, that cleared up pretty quickly, and we've been driving in clear, beautiful blue sky weather all day long. It's just been a nice, leisurely cruise. So we've seen train after train after train today, all stopped on the rails. Not a single trail, except for one train we've seen moving. And the only train that was moving was towing a bunch of emergency response cars behind it. Last night there was a derailment in Swift Current. We passed through there, and on the side of the road we could see they were just finishing up the cleanup. I think 7 train cars rolled with potash. Hey, that's that yellow stuff, that truck that passed us. I was talking about the yellow stuff. That's what that is, potash. And it's an oxidizer. So there were 7 train cars of potash dumped over, and then the locomotive was leaking diesel, only about 20 gallons. But you do not want to mix potash, which is a fertilizer, an oxidizer, with diesel. That's a bad combination, but they took care of it pretty well. No trucks. Saskatchewan hates trucks. Every single rest area, every single pullout in Saskatchewan says no trucks allowed. Here's the Welcome to Saskatchewan sign on the other side of the highway. And no trucks allowed. The first rest area we got into Manitoba has this big sign that says truck parking. Alberta has all these truck stops and rural rest areas where you can park your big rig. But Saskatchewan does not like big rigs. I'm going to keep that in mind, and for future planning, always make sure we're running all the way through Saskatchewan when possible. Because there is nowhere to park except for at, Petro-Canadas and Flying J's. And I prefer rest areas over truck stops because they're a lot more peaceful, a lot more quiet, less active. Here we go. Here's an Alberta rest area, and trucks are allowed. 2 of them parked in there right now. Saskatchewan, why do you hate trucks? It's so blinding here, I couldn't see this truck wanting to merge on. Driving right into the sun. Hopefully everybody else is watching their mirrors as well, because we can see in our mirrors better than in front of us. Visitor information right here. Once again, trucks are allowed there. Trucks are allowed here. Funny that. Alberta likes trucks. So Saskatchewan, tell me why you don't like trucks. I guess they don't want my business. So once we get to Medicine Hat here in Alberta, we'll turn back to Highway 3, and then we'll be on 2-lane highway the rest of the trip pretty much. There's small sections of 4-lane, but for the most part it's 2-lane. Okay, so this is interesting. We've got a logging truck passing us. Where the heck is it getting its logs from? there's no trees here. Do tell, where are you getting your logs from? Unless he's bringing them all the way from Alberta or BC. I guess we are in Alberta, but that's a long way to drive. I guess you could carry other stuff too, like hydro poles or stuff like that. But a logging truck here in the prairies, never seen that before. Catching up with a little, looks like maybe a pickup truck towing a trailer with a bunch of hay or straw bales. I'm actually pretty impressed with the roads. The roads have been in pretty good condition all the way through. Saskatchewan has some sections that are a little bit rutted out, where it's, if you veer off the main line by like an inch or two, it's gonna be pulling you like crazy left and right, and you're all over the place just trying to maintain control. A couple places like that, the summer does that. Heavy traffic of us big rigs on the road, and hot pavement makes these ruts in the highway. Alright, we're gonna pull over here, slowly past these guys. That's a pickup truck. I suspected as much. Looks like hay. No expert, but it looks like hay. Watch the horizon line as I switch lanes. All of a sudden the horizon's straight again. Just the crown of the highway. If you're in the hammer lane, you're actually leaning over to the left, and if you're on the granny lane, you're leaning a little off to the right. See, if we turn a little bit more north here, maybe the sun will stop blinding us and we'll actually be able to see something. I've been turning the heat up and down all day long. It's so hard to control with so much wind, going against wind all day long. There we go. Sun's a little less blinding. Not all that much. Is that another train parked over there? Might be another train parked there. I see the headlights, but is it moving? It's on the right-hand side of the road. I think it's moving. They said they were going to get the rails open today, and when we drove by, it looked like they were in the last bit of cleanup. So yeah, that train's moving, so rails are open again. awesome. Pretty efficient at cleaning up a derailment. So I think we'll call it a day there, or end of a bonus video there. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be back in the mountains. We've got another 4.5 hours of drive time, so I don't know where we're going to end up sleeping. It'll be a little way into BC, but how far we can get in, I'm not sure. I think we'll get loaded just north of Creston there around 11:30 a.m. Don't think we'll get unloaded tomorrow, but that'd be pretty spectacular if we could get unloaded tomorrow. And then if we're going to Christina Lake for unload, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the day goes tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the sunset. We'll see you guys later.